Hello guys, good morning to all of you. This is Magiraj here, and now we are going to get discuss about the Bohr's postulate. So let me discuss here the first Bohr's postulate. So this is the first postulate. So according to the Bohr, in the first postulate, he said that the electron revolves in the stable fixed cell. Electron revolves in the stable fixed cell without radiates any energy. Means कि ये कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन है और अगर ये स्टेबल सेल है, ओके, सो इन्हीं सेल्स में केवल इलेक्ट्रॉन रिवॉल्व करता है विदाउट रेडिएट्स एनी एनर्जी. सो दिस इज इलेक्ट्रॉन which revolves around this, okay, without radiates any energy. So this is the first Bohr postulate. So according to the Bohr, electron revolves only those stable fixed cells, okay, those stable fixed cell without radiates any energy. Okay, so electron can revolve only stable fixed cell without radiates any energy. This is the first postulate of the Bohr. And Bohr's second postulate is this, then the angular momentum of the electron or photon. Means electron can revolve only those cells whose angular momentum is integral multiples of h by 2 pi. This is the angular momentum. This is the second postulate of the Bohr. So according to the second postulate of Bohr, electron can revolve only those cells whose angular momentum is the integral multiple of the h by 2 pi. Means L is equal to mvr, that is angular momentum, is equal to h by 2 pi into n, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So this is the angular momentum. So according to the second Bohr's postulate, electron can revolve only those cells whose angular momentum is integral multiple of h by 2 pi. Okay, and now third postulate. So according to the third postulate, electron can ejected from high energy level to low energy level. Electron ejected or transmitted from high energy level to low energy level. Okay, यानी हाई एनर्जी लेवल से लो एनर्जी लेवल की तरफ इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसमिट होता है. एंड व्हेनेवर इट विल हैपन देन प्रोड्यूस अ फोटोन. जब ऐसा होगा देन प्रोड्यूस अ फोटोन, ओके, whose energy is equal to delta E is equal to h nu, that is equal to EI minus EF, where EI is greater than EF. Okay, so according to the Bohr's third postulate, electron can transmitted or ejected from the high energy level to the low energy level, and whenever it will happen then produced a photon whose energy delta E is equal to h nu, that is equal to EI minus EF, where EI is the initial energy and EF is the final energy. So EI is greater than EF. Okay, So this is the third postulate of the Bohr. So now we are going to get discuss about the explanation of second Bohr postulate by the de Broglie. So explanation of Bohr's second postulate by de Broglie. Okay, so let me consider any electron which revolves in the nth shell like this. This is an atom and its radius is Rm because this is the nth shell. Here this electron is revolves, and you know that whenever the stationary wave propagate in terms of node and antinode like this, so this electron will travel in this form like node and antinode, and you know that node to node, this is lambda by 2, and lambda by 2 means this is completely 1 lambda. Okay, so simply we can say that this electron which revolves in the nth shell whose radius is Rn, so it revolves in terms of in the form of 1 lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda. Okay, so electrons revolves in the nth shell in the form of 1 lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, dot 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 n lambda. So we can say that the circumference of the nth shell, thus circumference in the nth shell will be circumference in nth shell will be 2 pi Rn, that is equal to, देखिएगा 1 lambda, फिर आगे ये 1 lambda, 2 lambda, फिर 3 lambda, ये सब लैम्डा ही है, फिर 4 लैम्डा, फिर 5 लैम्डा, फिर 6 लैम्डा, और nth सेल है तो ये लास्ट में जो होगा nth लैम्डा हो जाएगा. ओके, सो ऐसे ये कंप्लीट लेंथ जो है वही सर्कमफ्रेंस है, और वो किस फॉर्म में हो गए, लैम्डा के फॉर्म में. सो इट इज इक्वल टू n लैम्डा. ओके, सो वी नो दैट, but we know that momentum of photon p equals to h by lambda, या lambda equals to h upon p, where p equals to m into v. So for the nth cell it is n. So putting here in equation first the value of lambda, so by equation first 2 pi Rn equals to n h upon m vn. Okay, so we can write this 2 pi m vn Rn, that is equals to nh. So m vn Rn is equals to nh upon 2 pi. Okay, this is the second postulate. So here we are getting started by the de Broglie theory like this. So any electron whose velocity is Vn in the nth cell and radius for the nth cell is Rn, is revolving in terms of 1 lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, dot dot n lambda for the nth cell. So due to this circumference of the nth cell 2 pi Rn is equal to n lambda, but according to the momentum of photon, whatever we solve by the de Broglie theory, p equals to h by lambda. So lambda equals to h by p, it means p is equals to momentum, that is equals to mv. It means nth cell is mvn. So putting this value lambda in equation first, so 2 pi Rn is equals to nh upon mvn, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई किया. So mvn rn is equal to ns by 2 pi, and you know that this is the angular momentum mvr. For the answer mvn rn, that is also equals to h by 2 pi is integral multiple. Okay, so ये क्या है, सेकंड पोस्टुलेट बोहर का आ गया. So this is the explained by de Broglie theory, and it is the proof of Bohr's second postulate by de Broglie theory. Thank you.